Hi, this is Sophie from Stratus, and today we're going to be talking about, within the context of an MBA application, what if I don't have a compelling story? This is actually the number one reason people reach out to me. They feel like their story is not unique enough or memorable enough, and they want some help creating what their personal narrative is. And a lot of these people come to me pretty nervous about it, but the truth is you don't have to stress. You don't need to have this crazy, amazing story that could be made into a movie in order to justify applying to MBA programs. There are some things though that you want to keep in mind, so let's dive into them. First, you want to just understand the purpose of the personal narrative in the first place. The admissions committee wants to get to know you, the real you, the authentic you, not some made up version of what you think they want to hear. Beyond your resume and test scores, who are you as a person and how are you going to interact with your peers on campus? So your personal narrative is your chance to share your character, your values, what drives you as a person. All of this is a lot more interesting to them than you trying to come up with some flashy accomplishments. Next, you're going to want to reflect on your personal journey that you've taken in life. What challenges have you had to overcome, whether that was personal or professional? What are some key decisions you've had to make along the way, and how has that pivoted your direction in life and also shown what your values are? Next could be any influential people or events that have happened in your life. Do you have any mentors or big things that happened to you that really helped shape who you are? And finally, your values and beliefs. So what are the ones that are most important to you, and how has that guided your actions and decisions that have gotten you to this point? Next, you could focus on growth and learning. So even if your story isn't that you started some billion-dollar startup, sometimes it's actually even more interesting to see a story that maybe in some ways would seem like a failure, but you actually had this turbocharged growth as a result of that, just on a personal level. I would say don't shy away from sharing any stories like that, because admissions committees love those types of examples, especially when folks can show self-awareness and demonstrate how they have grown from what this situation was. You may also want to consider sharing how that growth connects to this next step you want to take via an MBA. Next, you want to highlight the key themes that help define you. And this theme should be a through line from experiences in your past, what you're doing now, how the MBA is going to help you get to your short and then long-term goals. You're going to also want to be honest and authentic. This is truly how you're going to stand out anyway and be memorable and unique, because there's only one you. So again, don't feel like you need to come up with some story that you think they want to hear. Just be yourself. I promise you they can tell when a story is exaggerated or disingenuous. By being authentic, you're going to be able to connect on a deeper level with the admissions committee through your words and eventually your interview. You also want to make sure that your personal narrative connects to your future goals. This connection is really crucial because despite the fact that I think 80% of folks getting an MBA end up pivoting careers, you still want to show that you weren't wasting your time and have nothing to bring in from what you were doing before. I'm sure there's something in your experience there that is going to help set you up well for what you want to do in the future, even though you are not staying on that same path that you were on previously. Then you want to practice and refine your story. Share that story, if not with a consultant, at least with your friends and family members, and get their feedback. Your narrative should be clear, concise, and compelling. And finally, embrace your uniqueness. Your story really doesn't have to be extraordinary in order to be compelling. Just be sure that it's genuine, authentic, and expresses who you are. If you're interested in having professional support as you try to figure out what that story is for you, feel free to reach out to us at Stratus. We do free 30-minute consultations tailored to whatever it is that you want to cover. Thanks so much, and best of luck.